billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa ta'izzu man tasha wa tazillu man tasha bayyadkal khair innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. अल्लाह सुब्हाना ताला ही जिसे चाहे इज्जत देते हैं और अल्लाह सुब्हाना ताला ही जिसे चाहे जिल्लत देते हैं और वही हर चीज़ पर कादिर हैं। आशकारीन पाकिस्तान और टेलीविज़न की दुनिया के दोस्तों, ये वा टीवी ह्यूस्टन टेक्सास यूएसए से खादिम पाकिस्तान और गुलाम रसूल जान शाइक अपने प्रोग्राम हलाते हाजरा के साथ हाजिर खिदमत है और आपकी खिदमत में सलाम अर्ज़ करता है। Ladies and gentlemen, today my program is a different program. The program we're going to talk about today is United States involvement in the Middle East. Who was supporting Al-Qaeda? Why Al-Qaeda? Why Taliban? What happened in Afghanistan? What happened in Iraq? And what the whole 9-yard why 911? Let's talk about it. Something we're going to begin from the independence of Pakistan. Pakistan's independence was totally wrong. It is but British conspiracy with Gandhiji. And what happened at that particular time, they gave us a wrong size of Pakistan. It was different Pakistan supposed to come. Then they took off the Punjab, they took off the Bombay, which was always part of the Indus because of the state of Gujarat. And they divided Kashmir in a certain ways that the Kashmir belongs to Kashmiri people, but they gave it to the Maharaja Dogra Raj, and Dogra Raj on a plain piece of paper signed over to India, which he could not legally do it. Pakistan army, with the help of Mujahideens of Ilaka Ghair, Pathans, they attacked it and took part of the Kashmir out. Nehru went to the United Nations, and then in United Nations they say they should have, the Kashmiri should have of their own choice to choose. They want to be with India or they want to be with Pakistan. As of today, Haqq-e Khud Iradiyat has not given back to the Kashmiris. Yet, that was given to the Scotland, they were given to Sudan, they were given to many other places, but not to Kashmiris because double standards. Now let's talk about what's happening in the world and why. Liaquat Ali Khan, after the death of the Quaid-e-Azam, was the first Prime Minister of Pakistan. He flew to the United States and he was welcomed in America because America had a problem with USSR, which is called Russia. The Liaquat Ali Khan spoke with both House of Congress, and Americans were so happy that we found us a good friend, and the geographically where the Pakistan is it is critically important to the United States. At that time, America began to help Pakistan. And one thing you must remember, from the border of Turkey to all the way to the border of Vietnam, United States had no ally, not a single ally. Everybody hated United States other than Pakistan. Pakistan has been with day one a good friend of the United States. Even though there are many times problems between two countries, but they always bounce back as a friend. Having said that, after Liaquat Ali Khan, number of governments changed because Liaquat Ali Khan was murdered in Rawalpindi. Number of governments changed, and finally there was a martial law in Pakistan, and Field Marshal Muhammad Ayub Khan took over the government. He came to the United States again. At that time, Kennedy was the president of the United States. He was welcomed again in America, and at both House of Congress he spoke in America. And American was so proud to see Pakistan as their friend. Why? Because they want to fight Russia. The Cold War had begun. And during the Kennedy administration, if you recall, Cuban Missile Crisis, Kennedy slapped on Russia, and the Russian ships were turned back because Kennedy ordered sink them if they crossed the Atlantic Ocean coming toward the United States. If Russia would have landed in Cuba, it would have made it very difficult for America to survive. The luckiest thing for the United States is there's a 2,500 plus some miles Atlantic Ocean which save America from many other enemies which want to come and attack the United States. Now they use Latin American countries to come down, yet the armed forces of the United States, the intelligence of the United States, the FBI and CIA is in control and they can handle it. Having said that, now let's begin. Ayub Khan allowed government of the United States to come up have airports in Pakistan. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in Kohat there was an airport where the American planes used to fly and spy on Russia. Russians found out and they threatened Pakistan to attack. Something happened, government of Pakistan decided to shut down the American airports. That was the biggest bully the government of Pakistan did. They should have stood up to Russia at that time and should ask America, help me, support me, and defend me if Russia attacked me. Something happened, and that's where the story began. Russians start trying to control. As you know what happened in Poland? You know what happened? They gone country after country. Part of the Eastern Europe was all communist. I'm a strong believer of democracy. I'm a strong believer of the Constitution of the United States. The United States of America is the greatest country in the world to live because this country of a freedom home for everybody. They say their dreams come true. A person who never owned an automobile in their life, a person who had never owned a house in their life, they can come down to America and work. And within limited time, they can buy 1, 2 automobiles, they can own a house because dream come true in America. This is the greatest country, ladies and gentlemen. And I think I have not seen a heaven, but I have seen the United States. It's the greatest country in the world. To me, my home, America, is a heaven for us. But here is the problem. The Constitution of the United States is the greatest constitution that gave me power and opportunity to go on a voting poll and during the voting time, during the election time, and vote congressmen, senators, whoever my elected officials are, who I don't think they are right, and remove them. That's what you call democracy. Having said that, America wanted to fight, or wanted to control, and wanted to become a policeman of the world. And they did a very good job. India was from day one against the United States. Back in 1970, India made an atomic bomb. And atomic war began in Asia. Now, Pakistan was threatened by India several times. If you recall, 1965, there was a big war between India and Pakistan. At that time, there was a Nixon's administration. No, my apology. There was Lyndon B. Johnson's administration in the United States, and they did not support Pakistan. If they would have supported Pakistan back in 1965, situation will be different in the world today. They backed off, even though Pakistan was their big friend and was the only allied from the border of Turkey to the border of Vietnam, as I said previously. Having said that, the war was over. Pakistan defeated India. Both countries were asked by United Nations to go back to their original positions. Pakistan gave lots of territory back. They said there was a historical war fought in Chwanda with the tanks war after the World War II. America was involved at that time in Vietnam, and there was a very costly war. Very high majority of the Americans were against that war. How that war began is really begin with the power-hungry France, and they went there, and then the other, and the United States, and the Canada, and England, many countries got involved. But America paid a very heavy price for the war, because they were trying to stop Russia and China for aggressions, and because they knew they were going to take over the world, and that's going to be very difficult to live. Now, situation of the world changed. Our biggest ally was Shah Iran. Shah Iran has supported Israel, state of Israel, because he recognized the state of Israel. That made many Iranians disturbed, and Ayatollah Khomeini, who was exiled in France at that time, was anti-Shah man. When the America was held hostage in Iran, 52 Americans were held under the Khomeini's government. The United States tried to take those Americans, but the mission failed. Finally, there was agreement made, and those Americans came home. Then the situation began in Afghanistan. Russia took over Afghanistan. And it's a completely different ball game. Now United States said if the Russia took over Afghanistan, they're going to come to the warm port, which is state of Makran in Pakistan, and the war is going to be over because they're going to try to control the oil flow. And America couldn't bear it. No, because that would have crippled the United States. United States at that time went back to Pakistan, and there was a army dictator, General Ziaul Haq, and told him, we need your help. With the help of General Ziaul Haq and the ISI head, General Hamid Gul, they set up a situation in Pakistan where the Mujahideen trained American army, American soldiers, American money trained Pakistan, and Pakistan trained those Mujahideens. Everything, all money and all weapons were Americans. Those weapons were supplied to Mujahideens, which is today we call Taliban. Then Bin Laden rolled into the picture. Bin Laden at that time was in a construction business, and he was a big friend of America. He had a big business in Washington and another part of the United States. He came in there and he set up an organization called Al-Qaeda, which was very pro-America and was helping Americans to kick out Russian from Afghanistan. Having said that, at the same time the United States talked to the Saudis to use their influence and help Pakistan. Saudi sent money to Pakistan, and the Wahhabiyat came with the Saudi money. Now, Wahhabiyat is a branch of Islam which is a very dangerous game to play. And when the Wahhabiyat came to Pakistan, that's a branch of Islam, or one of the caste of Islam, they had created a major problem in Pakistan and terrorism and what have you. As long as we are not able to get the Wahhabiyat out of Pakistan and the Saudi investment out of Pakistan, Pakistan going to have a very difficult time in terrorism. Having said that, America keeps saying, do more, do more, do more. 50,000 Pakistanis has been killed trying to protect America in America's war against Russia and against Taliban, against Al-Qaeda. Having said that, all these situations happen. Now, finally, with the help of Pakistan, Mujahideen and Al-Qaeda, Taliban, whatever you want to call, that was Reagan's administration at that time, the United States was able to defeat Russia. Russia was kicked out of Afghanistan, but the greatest victory for America. Here America made a biggest mistake. If that mistake was not made, there will be no war in Iraq, there will be nothing. At that point, United States picked up and left. Hundreds of thousands and millions of Afghanis on the border of Pakistan were thrown like a garbage. And people in Pakistan feel America used us just like they use and throw us away just like after using a condom, we throw the condom away. So they were very disturbed, and then backlashes, backtalk, and anti-American movement started in Pakistan. Can you imagine a country who was very pro-United States slowly turning to anti-American country? Who's behind? Wahhabiyat, who came out of Saudi Arabia. Those Wahhabi mullahs, 3 feet mullah with 5.5 feet beard, they were the biggest trouble, fanatics mullahs of Pakistan. They had destroyed Pakistan in the name of religion. In the United States, we have the greatest thing in our constitution. Religion and politics are two separate things. They never mix together because they are two different things. And the Arabs, who are strong believer of America, American talk to Saudis, and the Saudi government does not have any democracy in their country. They have dictatorship. They have 5, 6, 4 wives, 200 kids, 200 wives, 4 wives, then they divorce 2 and get 2 more, divorce 2, get 2 more. Many Saudis are married 15, 20 times. They have 50, 40, 60 kids. This is a chaos. That is what destroyed the image of Islam, because Islam does not show corruption. 4 wives concept was not for sexual desire. They were for other reasons, which they misled because of this Wahhabiyat. Surprising to me, all the Sadats, which they say we are directly related to Prophet Muhammad's family, you find them in India and you find them in Pakistan, but nothing in Saudi Arabia, nothing in Middle East. What happened? It's hard to believe. So what is going on? This is ridiculous. United States at that point seems like but the scholars told Saudi Arabia, you want your kingdom, you can keep it, or we will overthrow you. Just like they removed many people around the world. You keep doing what we do and invest money in the United States. Would you believe, as is today, very high majority of the Arab money is being invested right in the United States. Arabs love America because they like blue eyes, blonde woman, blue eyes with big boobs. They're crazy about it. And they say, America, America, America. Wallah, America wahad. Wallah, Allah wahad. Allah wahad, America wahad. This is how they believe. There's one God and there's one America. Because blue eyes, blonde hair, big boobs woman, they're crazy about the United States because they're corrupt, majority of them. Not all, majority of them, they are corrupt people. Now, if you want to know why the situation happened between Kuwait and Iraq, a British general with the red pen decided, drawing a line, this is Iraq and this is Kuwait. Who the hell is he to decide which country is what? Who the hell is he? Who the hell is he to telling Iraq that this is Kuwait and this is Iraq? That created a problem between those two countries from the beginning. Americans try to do the same thing with Saddam Hussein. That you invest in our country, you can stay, take over Kuwait. He took over Kuwait, but he decided not to invest. Then the Americans tried to kill him, and there were too many doubles, and nothing worked, and he was a very barbaric man. He killed innocent people. He was very dangerous type of person. It was important the United States landed in there and removed the Saddam Hussein. Gaddafi was similar, but Gaddafi tried to cope with America, but failed. Because American didn't trust him, because he was a double timer, two timer, whatever you want to call it. Having said that, now United States have left millions of people on the border of Pakistan. Here's the difference in Pakistan and Iran. When these Afghanis went to Iran as a refugee, Iran kept them on the borders, did not let them enter in their cities. When these Afghanis went to Pakistan, Pakistan let them come in their cities, educate them, they become doctors, engineers, scientists, what have you. And they brought hash, marijuana, and Kalashnikov and created a problem for Pakistan. Terrorism in Pakistan. And as is today, because Taliban, part of them are Taliban, because they used to have a Taliban government. When the other government came in, they overthrew Taliban government with the help of America again. These people skip to Pakistan, or they flee to Pakistan, I should say, and made a home there because they speak Pashto, they look like same, they have lived centuries together. It was very difficult to track them. That's why Pakistan, as is today, facing this condition. Many Pakistani feel it's not our war against Al-Qaeda. We're fighting America's war against Al-Qaeda. Now it became their war. Most recently, 132 kids are killed in Pakistan. Surprisingly, 14 people were killed in France. I don't care, 14, 4, or 1. Innocent person is innocent person. I stand behind the French government and all those people to go catch them who killed those 14 people, and they should bring them to justice. I believe eye for an eye. I'm a conservative American. I do not believe that anybody should kill anybody, any innocent person. I do not believe we should interfere in anybody else's business. Having said that, 132 people, children, school children, died in Pakistan from age of 5 to 18. The whole world, yes, oh sorry, we hear, but no 40 different country head of states were in Pakistan to moaning, oh sorry we happened, let us see what we can do, let us help us, let us help you, let us do this, let us do that. No. They just some telephone calls to the Prime Minister of Pakistan. I feel the Prime Minister of Pakistan is the biggest bully at this time. He is saying, I will punish those who are involved, yet he stopped hanging. Why? Because he got a call from Ban Ki-moon. Ban Ki-moon told him, no, no hanging. Who the hell is Ban Ki-moon? Where was Ban Ki-moon when they were killing people? Where was Ban Ki-moon when they killed those innocent people in New York in 9/11? Those innocent people have done nothing to nobody. If we can have all those Al-Qaeda people in Guantanamo Bay, then we should arrest these Taliban and we should force the Afghan government to arrest these Taliban and hand over to Pakistan so we can punish them. Here's the worst thing what happened. India was given a biggest pie the way they were given an opportunity to train Afghan soldiers to take over. Under the umbrella of training of Afghan soldiers, India trained terrorists, Taliban and others, and sent them to Pakistan to attack. India had done that before by Mukti Bahinis and crossed the international border, and Bangladesh, formerly East Pakistan, was taken away. India is trying to do the same thing, this time with the help of the United States. That's what the people of Pakistan believe, that they will create a problem in Balochistan and KPK. Having said that, most recently, President Obama's visit to India, eat the entire pie. I can't understand a country who has been your friend all the 65 years since the country is independent, A country who had died for you, country that gave 50,000 lives to protect 350 million Americans. You bypassed them. You went to India and signed a economic contract, a nuclear contract, and contracts to build joint weapons, bypassing Pakistan. And say to Pakistan, hell. Now that's why people of Pakistan are saying they're using us just like a call girl, and we think we are their condoms, and they use a condom and throw it away. That's how the Americans are using us, and that's not good. President Bush once before named Pakistan as a terrorist nation. And then they later on needed Pakistan again. They went begging, oh, let me give you a few $100 million. Come and help us. No, American soldiers are leaving. And when the American soldiers are leaving, who knows? After they access via Pakistan, because without Pakistan they cannot leave Afghanistan. They cannot transfer all those equipments. They have to go through Pakistan because no other way. And they may name Pakistan terrorist nation again. This doesn't make any sense. Why America is doing that? Some people feel because China took over Americans' economy. And that's why America is trying to make India extremely strong to go after China. Ladies and gentlemen, there is Israel and there is a greater Israel. Israel is the state of Israel which have problem with Palestinians. And greater Israel, America is trying to make greater Israel to India. That's what the world is looking at it now in the Muslim world, particularly in Pakistan. I think what we need to do, I don't believe in wars. I don't believe in killing people. I believe in economic development. I believe in brotherhood. I believe in loving each other, living like a friends. In America, look at, many nationalities live, many ethnic groups, many religions. Do we fight each other? No, we will live very friendly and peacefully. We live with each other. Is that true? Yes, that's true. We live in America very peacefully. We can live in a world very peacefully. What America should do, a big brother role. They should develop these third world countries and let them stand on their feet other than begging them and giving them the money and controlling their government, overthrowing their governments. You know, if somebody's hungry, I can buy him a fish 1 time, 2 times, or I can teach him how to fish so he can buy for him every day. Think about that, what I said. This is very serious thing what happening in Pakistan. Pakistan right now have a bully government. Prime Minister of Pakistan is a bully. He is, I don't know how the hell people of Pakistan have elected Nawaz Sharif as their Prime Minister. And Imran Khan, I think is going to be a biggest problem for government of Pakistan and for the people of Pakistan. His dharnas, what he did, is going to destroy Pakistan. He had cost millions and millions and millions of dollars deficit to the Pakistani government. People of Pakistan are suffering. There's no electricity. There's no water. They don't know what. India have Indus-TAS contract with Pakistan, but they are violating their contract. Why? Nobody is able to stop India because the United States is backing India this time. It's hard to believe what America say. Pakistan is my regional partner. India is my global partner. I can't understand. When there was a war, it was Pakistan who died for America. While the Indians wanted to throw an atomic bomb on the United States. Did you recall? Back in the 70s, they say, we want to be so strong that we will bomb America one day, just like they bombed in Japan. Those were the feelings of Indians. And those feelings are not changed, ladies and gentlemen. They are using the United States because they're a powerful country. Today, India became an IT capital of the world. Where are they learning? They are sending their students to America. They're gaining knowledge and information for the United States. Not knowing Americans are giving all this information to India. You know, American people are the greatest people in the world. They cannot see anybody's child hungry dying. American people are always there to help innocent people of the world, to feed them. They don't want anybody's kids sleep hungry. But don't use America. When America needs you, you should stand up, just like Pakistan did when America needed them. 50,000 plus Pakistani soldiers and civilians died in protecting the United States of America. And what they got, kick on their mouth, a terrorist nation. But they got kick on their mouth, friend with India, contracts with India, not with Pakistan. Obama did a disservice to this country, not only Pakistan, not to their friendship, to this country, the people of America. As a constituent in America, as an American citizen, it's my right to vote. It is my right to elect a right type of person who's right for America, because America is very important to me. We Americans will never back off on our national security issues. I think Pakistan need to realize they should have issue of national security and they should stand up on their national security. But unfortunately, they had decades in their government. They are corrupt people in their government like Nawaz Sharif and others. They're making billions in their bank accounts, and people of Pakistan are suffering. Ladies and gentlemen, I know my program today was very different and very strange and used some harsh words, but I used everything from the history. You may have heard these words, what I just said, from Hillary Clinton. You may have heard these words from many other political elected officials. Most recently, let me tell you, a few days ago, Secretary of State was in Saudi Arabia, and there was some snow outside of his house which he's supposed to remove. That was not removed, and he was fined $50. Secretary of State of the United States was fined by the city $50. Can you fine anybody in Pakistan? You can't even. Can you fine the Prime Minister? Heck no. Can you fine the member of Congress, Parliament in Pakistan? Heck no. Can you fine any senator? Heck no. You can't even fine a police officer, the spy, the officer in Pakistan. This is the reason that America is the greatest country, because we have law and order in this country. Regardless who you are, how powerful you are, law is a law. You will be punished. Of course, there may be bias in many areas, because if you're Muslim, you may not get a justice, but law is a law. They will give you a trial. You will have opportunity to prove yourself that you're innocent. You may disagree with American law, but America do have justice better than many other countries in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming to the end of my program. What I like to say, the moral of the story is, use your vote to elect the right people, and by electing right people, I think what you do, ye jo chale hue Karti Senate with the fire, bullets have already been fired, get rid of them. Have the young generation take over the government. Give education to women. Remember, a nation which mother is not educated will never succeed. Give as much education as is possible to the ladies of Pakistan, to the women, to the girls of Pakistan. Educate them, because they're going to give birth to children who are going to run the country. President Musharraf did the greatest thing one time. He said to run for the political office in Pakistan, you must have a bachelor degree. But the Zardari corrupt government and changed that. They say Kalu Kambakhta if you have degree, or Kalu Kambakhta or any religious things, you don't need a bachelor degree. And then finally they took off all educational requirement. In America, when you run for an office, very first thing what they see, what is his educational background? Where he went to school, what he had done in past, which kind of association he's a member, what he had done for the community. That's what we call democracy. Why can't we learn something from England, Australia, Canada, America, and build a similar type of government back in Pakistan? Other than chaosing things what we are doing. Every day there's strikes. Do you realize when these strikes happen? That poor guy who's making $5, $10, $20, $30 a day to feed his family, he cannot make anything. His family go hungry. Do you realize, Mr. Altaf Hussain, what you're doing, all these strikes, Sepaya Jam Hartals in Karachi, what you're doing to the country? You're halting the economy of their country. Do you realize, Imran Khan, what you did to Pakistan in the name of our built a new Pakistan? You were not able to build a new Pakistan because you know you couldn't, but you got your new wife. I pray that you live happy with your wife. Leave the people of Pakistan alone. Mian Nawaz Sharif, you don't have a good advisor with you. Look around you. You may be a good person, but you do not have a good advisor around you. Change your advisors, particularly your information minister, your finance minister, and your law minister. You need a foreign minister as soon as possible. You got to have a foreign policy. A country without a foreign policy is no country. You need to stop kiss-assing India. You're sending mangoes and sardines to their gift while they are trying to kick on your butt. And what you're saying, Oh, India will not become a permanent member of the United Nations because America says yes, they want them to have it. Because when America says something in a world, it happens. Let me ask you something. Who's going to vote against the United States? Is the Arab going to go against the United States? Is the Europe going to go against the United States? Is the Africa going to go? Where are you living? Oh, come on, man. Wake up from the dream. When America said it happens. Because poor men have no voice. Rich men control the world. America is a rich country, country with economy, country with the best army, country with the best navy. They can do anything in the world and get away with it. Can you? Heck no. Save yourself if you can from becoming a terrorist nation. The only way you can to become hard-working, honest man. Pakistan is one of the richest countries in the world. It could become richer than the United States if you just stop corruption. Because you have oil, you have coal, you have a textile, you have everything in there that you want. But you also have corruption, more than any country in the world maybe. That's what you need to stop. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize if I hurt anybody's feeling. My program was different, like I say in the beginning, but it was just for correcting people, putting them on the right track. If I hurt anybody's feeling or if I said something that you don't like, I apologize. Until next time, give a permission to John Shike to leave. Inshallah, I will see you with some other issues or maybe one day with another guest. God bless Pakistan and God bless America. Allah Hafiz. Pakistan Zindao Paindabad.